everybody, welcome to Lenny Games. Welcome back to another episode of Slay the Spire. As the title probably gave away, today's episode is a little bit different. Because what happened was, I ended up winning my first run of Slay the Spire after about 65 hours overall between my Switch and PC. I know that seems like a lot. It was. But I ended up winning a run for the first time. Sadly, it was on my Switch, and I don't have a capture card. I don't record the games I do over on the Switch. I've solely been practicing over there. I did not expect to win. So I did get some brief recordings from the Switch. I got some screenshots that I can share with you guys. So today's episode is going to be a little bit different in that I can't show you exactly how it all happened because I didn't record the whole game. But I can show you some of what happened, and I can show you kind of what we were working with, how I think we kind of ended up in a scenario where we ended up winning, and that sort of thing. So it's a little bit different, but if you bear with me, we're gonna go through some of the stuff that happened on the run, and I'm gonna show you guys the brief videos that I did get from the Switch, showing when we finally beat the final boss. So, we are going to jump into this. First I want to say I was playing with the Silent. So this is who I won with. Obviously everything on here is on my PC, so if it doesn't match up, that is why. And what we're going to do is we're gonna pull up this. So this is a screenshot from my Switch. These are the cards and the relics and that sort of thing that I did have on the winning run. It did take about an hour to do. Okay, so it looks like I might not have that one relic. I don't think I have on my PC. But if we jump back over here, what was the one that I wanted to... Okay, so I did have this. I had the runic pyramid, and what that does is you no longer discard your hand. This was kind of a risky one to take, admittedly. I don't take this one very often because I find more times than not it kind of ends up screwing me over. But it worked out okay. Okay, so I do have this one unlocked on my PC. This one, whenever you have no cards in hand during your turn, draw a card. This relic actually ended up being pretty much useless to me, since I never discarded my hand. I never really ran out of cards that often. Okay, now this one, it might be a little hard to see. I am on the wiki, but this is the Nilri's Codex. And this is one, I don't have it unlocked on my PC, but basically what this one did was at the end of each turn, it would give an option of 3 random cards, like what you would get at the end of a fight, and you could pick one and shuffle that into your draw pile. So I had never gotten this one before, but it did allow me to basically end up with only a deck of about 25 cards. And I just stopped buying cards by Act 3, and I relied solely on this relic to kind of just craft my own deck as I went along. It was a very interesting choice, and I feel like with the relic that made it where we didn't discard our hand, it didn't make it as valuable as it could have been, but it was definitely I think one that was worth us taking. It probably is the reason that I ended up winning, or one of the things that helped. Okay, so just gonna jump back to here just to take a final look. Yeah, so I did have a good handful of upgraded cards. There were still a lot that probably could have been upgraded and weren't. And I did not fight that many elites, unfortunately. I was playing this very safe. I wasn't actually even trying to win. I was just trying to do whatever to survive. This was what my final score looked like, so yeah, like I said, we really didn't kill elites at all. Somehow I only did 1 elite fight. I got extremely lucky that I won. We are gonna jump over to the clip I have of actually beating the final boss. I recorded as much as I could. like at the moment that I realized I was actually gonna win. So we'll jump back to that, and then we'll jump back to this. Okay, and this next section, obviously, really, I guess, really with this whole video, if you are trying to avoid spoilers about the end of, like, what the end of Slay the Spire looks like as far as, like, when you win a run, you probably want to skip ahead, because this is going to show, I guess, a little bit of, spoilers as far as, what happens after this victory screen we're on. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump over to those images. Okay, so this was one of the first ones I took a screenshot of. There was this heart that appeared and it said we did 659 damage, which was what our overall score was for this run. And then the one after that was this, again showing us 659 damage. I'm guessing that total overall damage is like in terms of like everyone that's played Slay the Spire. And then obviously it had the sleep option, and it basically just took me to a victory screen and called it a day. So that was interesting. So unfortunately there isn't a whole lot more I can show you guys. I just have those screenshots. I did unlock the Watcher on my Switch, but obviously she's still not unlocked on my PC since I haven't won any runs on my PC yet. But that's exciting. The Ascension is unlocked, which from my limited knowledge of what the Ascension is, it's basically, it makes the game tougher. And I believe it goes up to Ascension 20. So that's a possibility of a thing I can mess around with over on my Switch. But as far as like the videos go on YouTube, you will see that I still, you know, I don't have Ascension unlocked on any of these. Like on my Switch right now, it does show me underneath of picking the silent, like that I can choose to go up on Ascension levels. So as far as like Slay the Spire videos go on the channel, you will still see me working towards winning a run. I do have a video going up soon that was prior to me winning a run on my Switch. So that does date that video a little bit. You'll be able to see from that. But yeah, haven't won anything over here on my PC. It's all happened over on my Switch, unfortunately, but I did want to share it with you guys, show you a little bit of what happened. I think I got really, really lucky. I know I should have fought more elites with that fight. And admittedly, I have no idea how I did it, okay? I had 8 health by the end, so I consider myself very lucky that I won. And I'm hoping that maybe this means we can start turning things around and start winning some fights and getting into the Ascension levels with these characters. I think that'd be really cool to do. I can't imagine, because like I already find the game so difficult. But yeah, we have a lot of work to do. I have a lot still to unlock as far as like on my PC. Like Ironclad and Silent, I have everything unlocked for them, and I don't on my computer, so might have to do some of that off camera, so I can try to catch up with myself as far as like what I have unlocked and stuff like that. But other than that, don't entirely know the deal with like the heart and everything, so obviously, you know, if you do know, don't leave any spoilers in the comments. We're gonna kind of just like figure it out as we go, but I'm super excited. I feel like this was exactly what I needed with this game, and this has motivated me more to continue playing and learning. I feel like I learned a lot from this. It was a bit of a different video today. I realized it was a bit of a strange one. I still hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm super excited that we finally won a run. I'm excited that I at least have like little bits and pieces I could show you guys. And I'm hoping that this means we can get a actual fully recorded win on the channel very soon. If not, you know, on here, maybe over on Twitch when we're streaming the game. Other than that, that is going to be it for now. It's kind of a short one. Again, I just unfortunately don't have that much I can share with you guys about the run, sadly. But there are definitely more episodes of this coming up, so stay tuned. I'm only like one video behind from before I won this game. So any games after the upcoming Slay the Spire video will be post winning, if that makes sense. This is all super confusing and complicated, I realize that, and I've tried to simplify it as much as I can, and I don't know how else to. So if you're confused, I'm sorry. I am also confused. And other than that, I hope that you enjoyed the episode. We finally got a win, and hopefully we have more wins in our future. I hope to see you in the next episode.